stars and shit. Like, I thought that was done. So when I saw, I mean, like, obviously we know it still goes on, but I just didn't even realize, like, it was still, like, that big of a thing. I was confused.
Oh, no, yeah.
And I'm glad they brought that pastor on. I was like, oh, I need cleansing.
Yeah, they pray for his life on there because he needed that prayer. Lord knows he was way too close to the devil. So that prayer kind of added maybe an extra 2 years to his lifespan because man was definitely going down a dangerous path. But
yes,
I don't know. This blood and Crip thing, somebody needs to turn that into like a real business so they start to capitalize off of this because I don't understand why you're dying for some colors when them colors got no type of...
It didn't start that way.
Either way, now where it is right now, no type of health benefits, no 401k. You can't, when you die, you just die. That's it. You can't do nothing with it. Like, why are you a blood? What does it even help you with? Huh? When you go to another state, when you travel to another state, you have to start calling people to check in. Oh yeah, I'm about to hop in. Like for what? Like what kind of stress what kind of stress is that? Who wants to live that kind of life?
It's very real. Son, did you read the article about the boy in Long Island who is going to get deported? I think he's part of MS-13 and he was in it in El Salvador. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I think his parents came to, the United States first. And then they were able to bring him. I think he got on like asylum or something like that. Either way, he was able to come into the country like legally. Or no, wait, was it legally? Okay, I can't remember. Either way, he got into the country. He was in MS-13 in El Salvador. Then he made his way to Long Island, which Long Island has a big Salvador population. Yeah, I didn't want to say all of that. So anyway, he joined MS-13 out there too. And the reason why, like in El Salvador, it got him protection, all this stuff. But then I think when he was like 12, 13, they made him kill someone. So he was like, he really wanted to get out that life. And somebody whispered to him, like, when he was in El Salvador, you need to get out because they will kill you. So he ends up in New York. Either way, he's 17, he's in class, writing a journal entry. He decides, I really don't want to do this anymore. Like, I really want to get out. Like, I will die, basically. Mm-hmm. So he writes a journal entry, gives it to his teacher, who he presumably trusts with the information. A week later, they call him to the principal office. The FBI was going to do an investigation. They said they will, grant him like, what do you call it? What do you call it when they protect you?
Like an informant?
Yeah, like he's an informant, but like they're going to get immunity,
witness protection?
Right? Yeah, like witness protection, immunity, like as long as, he tells them whatever to be good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, they reported it to ICE and they go and strip him back to El Salvador. Now, the boy gonna die for real because now they know you a rat. Okay? And they're sending him back to El Salvador. I read the story. It really broke my heart. And I was just like, you see this type of, gang shit, like, it's very real for some people. So I don't even know why you would even play around with that. Like Tekashi was like, oh, I'm not a blood, but I just be around blood. So I have the colors. I be around Crips. I be like, why? Like, this is real life for some people. Like that story broke me.
And that thing confused me because he said he used to be a Crip before, or apparently like he was a Crip, but he didn't really rep the Crips like that. So now he's a blood. Fam, don't they have a non-compete clause with gang life?
They sure do.
I don't understand. Like how are you wearing blue one day and then tomorrow you say, you know what, I'm not liking the salary I'm getting paid, so let me jump ship and go over to blood gang. Man, I don't get it.
It is a verbal a verbal agreement, non-compete. You're not about to be switching colors side to side, red to blue, blue to orange.
See, that's why this whole gang life thing is just, honestly, it's just fake to me.
But to him, he said it's because he would just be around Bloods. He'd be around Crips. So when he was with them, he would just, I can't even spend too much time on this boy because I don't even know what he's talking about.
Then tomorrow when you get some Latin King friends, we see him carrying the gold flag and shouting El Reyes or whatever it's called.
Oh, hell no, don't be saying that shit. I don't want no Latin Kings coming after me, thanks. Like,
I don't know that much. I live in a white neighborhood. I'm pretty protected here, so I'm gonna let my privilege protect me. Yeah. Anyway, moving. By the way, did you see that video with Akademiks and Tekashi in the pool?
No.
Oh, what happened? So after the Breakfast Club interview, Tekashi and I guess, what's his name? Akademiks were kind of making fun of the whole interview and whatnot and kind of mocking it. Akademiks is a weirdo to me.
Oh my God. He's a weirdo. He a weirdo like, he a weirdo in the worst way. Let me tell you what type of weirdo he is. He the weirdo, right? That
where my hug at? Where my hug at?
Yes. Not only that though, not only where my hug at, it's like, you could tell, all right, you could tell, let me just speak because this is what I think, okay? He like was not like that popular, you know, high school, whatever. He learned to know what like the cool kids like, whatever, you know, they like this, the sneakers, the music, the whatever. Started knowing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then just started talking mad shit online. Saw that he was getting a little attention from that shit and then ran with it. Akademiks is kind of like a DJ Envy, but DJ Envy is not as bad. Because Akademiks is really, like, first of all, why are you in the pool with Tekashi69?
That's hella disrespectful to Envy. And I even, like...
I said he's not that bad.
But things that to even put them in the same sentence, man, that's wild.
Because I think they're both corny. That's why I put them in the same sentences. Off the strength of that. But I said he's not bad like Akademiks. I just think they're both corny. So Akademiks to me is like one of those people who... didn't really get a lot of play, probably didn't have like a lot of friends, started like, you know, knowing some stuff, capitalizing off it, and then bam, boom, bam, here he is. He's probably a decent guy, I'm sure. I don't know these people. I'm just going based off what I see. So that's my 2 cents about Akademiks, and I don't even know how he blew up the way he blew up. I just don't know.
Somebody said both of them are in DR because Tekashi's about to pay for academic surgery. I started dying. Oh my God. I was rolling when I heard that. Like, but anyway, shout out to Akademiks. I hope, he stops being corny and he's just,
when you corny is innate. It's in your blood. It's like, you can't even shake it. As cool as you even get, we could still see that like hint. And I think, trust me,
I think you could be a good corny, you know, like, he's a bad corny because, like, you know, you could be corny in terms of like being yourself, being authentically you, and just like, and you're just like corny, but like you're like a nice corny where people like. But Akademiks is like
Safari.
Yeah, exactly. Safari is corny, but he's likable. Akademiks is just
not likable,
terrible. It's just bad and everything. Like he puts up this front like. He's this anyway. God bless Akademiks. I'll give it to him. Shout out for him creating his own platform and making money though.
That's real.
Anyway, moving right along, guys. If you were watching, I think it came on 60 Minutes. I think so. With stormy-daniels and Donald Trump. I don't know why we're talking about this really because I don't really want to have an image of Donald Trump having sex with anybody, and let alone. This porn star too. I mean, I get.
Yo, imagine you having sex with Donald Trump and his toupee falls off. Bitch, I would be on the floor.
Who wants to imagine that?
I can't. No, did you see the video of when he was going up on a jet and his toupee like was blowing in the wind? You didn't see that? Oh, nope. I was dying.
Yes, put it right here. Oh my gosh, yes, it's so good. Yes, guys. God bless America. Yes, put it right there.
First of all, I'm surprised that he could still have sex because I feel like as soon as he do one stroke, he gonna get low heart palpitations. I would be real nervous at that age in the way he be. Didn't they say, the doctor did claim him healthy, but we know he unhealthy.
That's a lie. That man's not healthy. Anyway, but to give you guys a backstory, so pretty much Stormy-Daniels, had an interview talking about how, you know, Donald Trump had, they had, I guess, relations in the past. And it was also he kind of groped her, kind of sexual assault in a way. And she was just coming out to give her side of the story regarding what had happened and what the entire thing. And Anderson Cooper was interviewing her. And I partially watched it because I was like a little bit interested, but at the same time I wasn't because I don't care that much about, Donald Trump having sex. And two, I think this would only help him as opposed to hurt him. We already know Donald Trump is like, he's pretty much like Teflon Don at this point. Like nothing in the morality realm can necessarily hurt Donald Trump. You know, it's not like we've heard everything about him. We've heard, you know, he's come at disabled people. He's come at, you know, he's a bigot. He's a racist. He's a misogynist. He's talking about grabbing people by the pussy and stuff like that. So, you know, him coming out, I heard stormy-daniels coming out and talking about him as a porn star, which is sad because, you know, the way we think nowadays, if you're a stripper, you're a porn star, then you automatically don't really have rights to some, you know, certain kind of respect.
Yeah, so, which is wild.
He's like, the far right, we're definitely looking at this woman like, look at this whore coming online and talking about our great president. So, you know, I don't think anybody really paid attention to this. I don't know what the purpose of it was to, you know, was it to shine light on that he wasn't a moral being? Like, we already knew that. I don't know.
First of all,
I don't know. Yeah.
First of all, I'm tired of Donald Trump. I'm tired of Stormy. I'm tired of his rants. Amazon, pussy, Russia, women, wives. Yo, get this man out of office. I don't even know what he needs to do short of murder. I think he needs to literally murder someone.
No, he has to literally steal money at this point. He has to steal money from the U.S. government or trade secrets to Russia. There's no other way.
No, he already did that shit with the Russia collusion. That's what we investigating now. No, he has to murder someone. He has to literally kill someone in order to get impeached. What do we have to do at this point to get this man out of office? Every morning I wake up and I see something new about Donald Trump and I really ask God, why? God, why? Please. What, like, I guess maybe, you know, the heathens has done a lot to deserve this, but we have suffered long enough. Please get this man out of office. Like, I cannot, the way this administration has really carried on and really have tried to defend his bullshit is really what is more appalling to me. And the fact that somebody gets fired every other week, hires somebody else, a scandal every week or so, coming at ex-presidents, vice presidents and stuff like that. Companies like who, what, when, where, why? I don't know what questions need to be asked. How do we get him out of here? Because at this point, it's looking like he might run a full 4 years. And that's,
he might. And honestly, what's so funny is like, I really, on some real, like, I really forgot about Donald Trump because I don't watch the news that often because if you turn on the news now, everything is literally about Donald Trump or Russia or something. So I don't even watch the news anymore. I guess the only time I really not necessarily interact or see Donald Trump is when I'm on Twitter scrolling past and he's talking about something, which I scroll past anyway, because most of it is just, it's nonsense. But my main focus was, is it bad to say that I would never ever watch the Stormy-Daniels porn? No video? Cause I was looking at her, like, and doing the whole time during the interview, like, her words, like, I heard the words, it partially registered, but I was looking at her, I'm like, yo, I would never ever watch a video by Stormy-Daniels. Like, she's not appealing to me at all. Like,
oh God. So what you be watching, the Ebony section?
You know, so I can't even watch that because I have so much respect for like black women that I feel like black women should not be doing porn. It's so weird, right? I know it's so bad. Like I just have like, because, you know, after you get your, you know, you rub one out and everything, you know, you start looking on your porn, you look at the screen, you're like, what is this filth on my screen? So, you know, you kind of associate whatever is on your screen with filth. And I don't want a black woman to be like what I'm associating with filth. So, you know, I tend not to look for black women in pornos, but sometimes I do because I like my black queens. It's like an identity thing, man, or something. I don't know. I'm in the crisis, guys, but I try not to look at ebony porn, even though I do. But regardless, the reason why her shape is just weird. Like I guess like she's very famous with the white folks because she has very big titties, which look kind of fake to me, but she doesn't look like she has any body at all. She looks like after the titties, just like a straight down, you know, not to body shame, but like to body shame.
You are body shaming and you doing a full analysis on this woman I've never even heard of before.
I don't know, like, that's not something I would just necessarily watch. And it just didn't, I don't know. God forgive me, guys. That was besides the point, of me introducing her into this conversation. I just don't think she's, never mind. Moving forward. Yeah, Stormy-Daniels is Donald Trump, guys. I just want to bring that up just to make, you know, kind of give you guys both sides. Get it? Both sides of,
you call me
politics
corny?
and all that.
Bye. Bye.
But, yeah,